I'm Tony Stark. I build neat stuff. I got a great girl. And occasionally, save the world.
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Hey guys, this is 97 Lego Maniac with another video today, and here we're gonna take a look at the revamped minifigures from Iron Man 3, and that is we have Tony Stark, Pepper Potts, Aldrich Killian, the Mark 42 armor, Iron Patriot armor, and the Mandarin. And so I guess this is kind of a holiday special, I guess. Oh, which kind of makes sense because in Iron Man 3 it took place on Christmas, because you know the typical Shane Black film, always on Christmas. There's a hostage situation, blah blah blah, and so yeah, and there's a lot of other videos I kind of want to make also, but I'll just probably upload that tomorrow. Especially there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but it was just my laziness, and it cost me that, so I wasn't able to make those videos. But I'll probably might do it tomorrow if I have the time, somewhere during the winter break. Let you guys know what I'm doing, and yes, I am not dead. So let's just go on with the showcase. The first minifigure we're going to take a look at is Tony Stark, and you can see this is the minifigure we received in the Malibu Mansion set, and there's really not much I did really. All I did was like paint the headset, and he does have a worried expression there, but I didn't want to paint it. I wanted to paint on these other sides, because when I display minifigures, I usually just show them by their regular faces, not with their second emotions anyway. Probably if I have a second one, I could do that when he's having an accident with his Mark 42 armor, because you know it constantly breaks, which is pretty annoying. So he has a headset, so it's nothing much really. I didn't do a lot with this minifigure. You can notice that in the set he only had gray arms. While it wasn't completely gray, it was short sleeve. So I just got the light nougat arms, and I just painted it gray with some black on it, just to try and make it movie accurate as possible. And I painted the hair black because he has black hair instead of brown hair. Lego cannot get their colors right. And I painted some like gray lines just to kind of represent he has boots. And that's basically it. There's really nothing much with this minifigure. So let's move on to the next. The next we have is Pepper Potts, and you can see I didn't do much to her also. All I did was basically paint her feet. And you can see in this light nougat, she's wearing sandals. And yeah, this is the same Pepper Potts we received from the set. But you know, her face. Alright, what I like about her face is, unlike like other Marvel female figures, except for Gamora, they always look like old ladies. Like for example, like Black Widow. But I'm glad that she doesn't have the wrinkles and all. But you know, when I look at this face, I don't really see Pepper Potts. I see Lois Lane, and what I'll probably do, I probably might buy a second hairpiece like this, or buy a different hairpiece that try to match Pepper, because I can't find any hairpiece for my collection that looks like exactly like Pepper, so that's gonna be hard. And I might just give this to Lois Lane, and I'll buy a second Pepper Potts head to make a custom Lois Lane figure, because I see Lois Lane instead of Pepper Potts. No, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Because really, she looks like Lois Lane from Man of Steel. Let's do a little comparison. Yeah, now just looking at this really does look like Lois Lane. Oh my god. What do you guys think? Does it actually look like Lois Lane? Should I just paint my own Pepper Potts head? Just give her a different headpiece. This is the actual Lois Lane head, but it's a little bit modified because I got rid of those wrinkles thing because it looks really weird. And I'll probably might paint Pepper Potts head and make this a Lois Lane head probably. I think it looks a lot better like that. Anyway, move on to the next minifig. Here we have Aldrich Killian, and what I did with him, I did some same thing. It's minor changes, not much. What I painted his head, because you know, in a Lego set he had a glow in the dark headpiece, and which looks cool, like with his extremist face and all, but you know it doesn't look that accurate. Well, the problem thing is, with the glow in the dark feature, it makes his head glow green, which doesn't make any sense at all. And unfortunately, that means his other side of the face has to be the same color, like this weird, eerie white color. I do not like that. So but I really like his detailing on his face because it looks like Guy Pearce. And so I decided to paint him, paint like nougat all over his head, and it actually looks a lot better. And his hairpiece, I try to make it as accurate as possible. It looks like dirty blonde mixed with tan, just something like that. But I think that's actually his right hair color, because you know, for actors, it kind of looks like they have streaks of brown and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that because I just want to make it a solid color, because I think it's just accurate. Looks a lot better. He's holding the flames because, you know, he has extremis power. He has the boots and black pockets, these are the gloss acrylic paint, it is fully posable, so nothing can get scratched out or anything. So yeah, that's basically it. There's not much on Aldrich Killing. A very simple minifigure. I actually do like this character, unlike the comic book fanboys probably, but I do agree that he could have been utilized better. If they really wanted to make him the Mandarin in the movie, then at least make him the Mandarin, you know, at least give him rings or something. But it turns out he's not the real Mandarin. There is an actual Mandarin out there, but I don't think we're going to see him in Iron Man 4, since that's not part of the Phase 3 list. I don't think the Mandarin will ever come, which is pretty unfortunate. So speaking of which, let's move on to the next minifigure. The next minifigure, we have the Mandarin, or Trevor figure, and this guy, I didn't like the massive changes. For starting off, if you guys remember what he looked like, he didn't have the trench coat. All he had was a cape, an inaccurate hairpiece, a really long beard, and that was basically it. And there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about with this minifigure. First off, his hairpiece is this Asian woman from the minifigure series, and so I use that because it's accurate, because he does indeed have a Chinese bun thing. And I don't really get his character that much, because the Mandarin's Chinese. I don't get why they can't make him Chinese. Why? Because is he too racist or something? You know, I kind of think that's kind of stupid, because he doesn't have to have Fu Manchu to be Chinese. He just needs to be Chinese at least, and so it makes sense that he's called a Mandarin. So they thought making him Chinese is racist, but they didn't think making him an Afghan terrorist from the Al Qaeda racist. That doesn't make any sense. But Ben Kingsley did a great job portraying Trevor, or the fake Mandarin, because he's menacing and really funny at the same time. So I kind of do like the Mandarin plot twist, because in terms of the plot, and plus Ben Kingsley was great at it. But I didn't like it because it made Iron Man to have another villain who's a scientist again. The Mandarin's a different villain. I was actually expecting a lot, because we had many scientists like Justin Hammer, Ironmonger, Whiplash, but we never had anyone like the Mandarin, and they wasted it to have another scientist, which is kind of a little bit lame. So I'm on the fence about the Mandarin, but I think he looks cool though. And you can see I basically modified this trench coat from Cape Madness, and I just did a lot of trimming and stuff and try to make it look like a robe. At first, I didn't want to include the cape. I wanted to try find a way how to cut the cape to try to make a hood and try making the sleeves of the arms. So he started off like this, and the beard and all, but it looked like he was wearing a trench coat, not a robe. So I decided to put this on top, and it actually looks like a robe, even though he doesn't have a cape. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and you can see the detailing inside. What I did, I changed the front detail, except for the sleeves part, even though these black parts are inaccurate. This is actually how the inside of his robe looks like, and he has a camouflage pants, which is just random splotches of paint, and there's nothing much on the inside. He has the black boots, he even has the painted rings, which I do like, and he has like the gold tattoo design looking thing on the sleeves, and even here, that's actually a Chinese dragon that I just randomly painted. And you can see the beard, I trimmed it down. I cut like half of it off. I add some gray streaks, and on the back I gave him a little Captain America Anarchy tattoo, which wasn't really that hard to make. And so yeah, you can see all these detailing, and also on the sleeves you can see like there's these flower designs. Because when I make my figures, I always get the reference pictures from Hot Toys, because they do an amazing job to like make movie accurate figures. And I also gave him a mole there, a Ben Kingsley mole. Oh, I forgot to put on the cape. And I gave him a gun because we saw him in the trailers doing that. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forgot to give him a. I forgot to make a beer can, because that would be pretty funny. So yeah, putting all those back, you can see you actually have an accurate Mandarin, and it looks really cool. This has to be one of my favorite minifigures I actually customized to date. And it's like, I mean, like Quicksilver, and there's like others that I just can't name it. Oh yeah, and I made version 2 of Arsenal, Arrow, and Flash. I'll show them later. So yeah, that's it, and move on to the next figures. And I forgot, he also has a chair, but you can't really make him sit on it without screwing up the cape and all. So yeah, now we can move on. The next figure we have is a Mark 42 armor, and you can see there I made like massive changes. What I did, all the gold parts from the chest, the torso, and the legs, I painted all those beige, and I even painted the helmet beige. And you can see there's a heads up display with a Tony Stark head. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint some blood on it. I forgot to do that, but good thing I remembered. So you can see. And for the arms, what I did, I gave him the hands. These aren't actually Lego's dark red hands, because I don't have dark red hands. They're from the knockoff minifigures. I just modified it a little bit so that way they can fit in the arms. And you can see he has a beige arm, and I painted on top of that. And yeah, this is a lot of painting to do, and because it's really hard to like paint inside the details without screwing up the black outlines. It was really hard for me. It took me over 10 tries to get each of them right. And so you can see all the detailing on the legs. I painted all those. I even painted his fingers, because you remember, if you notice his fingers, one of his fingers is like the beige color. I don't know why, but I guess it looks cool. So yeah, we're actually gonna get the same armor from we're gonna get the same Mark 42 armor in Avengers 2, which is the Mark 43 armor, which basically is the same, but except it's gold and it has more red. So which isn't bad, because if you guys seen the leaked photos of the Avengers Age of Ultron sets, it looks pretty awesome. So that's basically it. Everything else is self-explanatory. So yeah, moving on to the last figure. The last figure we have is the Iron Patriot armor, and you can see this is Rhodes in his suit. And I have to say, the suit looks awesome, but that's it. I mean, his suit really didn't serve much of a purpose. I mean, if you think about it, have we even seen this suit in action as much? Rhodes was kind of pointless in Iron Man 3, but he looked cool though. I like the armor's look, but I wish it could do more. You can see all these detailings I painted, especially on the helmet. I try to make it as accurate as I could. And I even made the gun myself. I could make an instructions how to make this, but it's really not that hard to make. This is actually one of those like 2 pieces just trimmed down, just to make it a full look. And so yeah, if you guys are wondering, this minifigure actually isn't Lego's official Iron Patriot minifigure. In fact, the torso here, including the arms, the hands, and the helmet, those were from the knockoff minifig. Since if you try to buy the actual Iron Patriot minifigure on eBay, yeah, it's over like 70 bucks, and I don't want to do that. So what I did, I just bought the D-Cool one. And what I did, I didn't really like the legs, mostly because the legs doesn't seem like Lego, because when you detach it, it's kind of weird, and plus the printing was off, and the leg wasn't that accurate how it looked in anyway. So I painted my own legs, torso, and I have like the star here. There's a lot of detailing here. I didn't do much on the back, because really, what's the whole point when you have this gun turret thing? The awesome thing about the gun turret, you can actually display it without having an engaging anyone. So you can like position it any way you want. But since this is War Machine or Iron Patriot here, it makes sense to have it positioned like that. So and you can see all these like detailing. Like I have that little. This is supposed to be like some sort of a little star. It doesn't look like a star anyway, but who cares? It's really tiny anyway. There's like the 2F, FF. Don't know why it's there, but it looks cool. And the 002. Can't really see it. You can see the 0022, and also, and you can see the FF right there. And you can see the detailing, like that star under. There's a lot of detailing involved with this minifigure, and so yeah. And on the legs, nothing much here, especially on the inside. There's really nothing in here. So yeah, that's basically it. Everything else is self-explanatory, and you can see there's a Legos fish Don Cheadle head. I just took that out of War Machine armor and just plugged it in here, and you can see the heads-up display. If I can, I'll take that off so you can have a nice good look at it. And I chose green because I believe in the movie the heads-up display, when you see his head, you can kind of see some green outlines, and it kind of fits for some reason, even though he's red and blue and silver. But so yeah, that's basically it on it. I really love the detailing design of that helmet with a white and a red outline on his eyes. The lines, the lines are especially annoying to paint. It took me so many tries, and you can see the gloss acrylic paint, the black to make the outlining all around the helmet. Yeah, all these detailing design, and even that warning, the caution logos, all that stuff. They're all painted, and thank you Hot Toys for making awesome figures, so that way I can actually start painting, try to make it accurate as possible. That's basically it. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know by leaving a like in the comments below. And so yeah, and that can help me in a long way. And stay tuned for more videos. Leave some suggestions, and let's help this channel grow. And yeah, and I earned I earned over $100 in Google AdSense. But for some reason my YouTube account says I earned $100, but in AdSense I have like 300. That's kind of odd. If you guys know the explanation, you could let me know. And so that's basically it. There's still a lot more custom minifigures I want to show you. I'll probably start with Quicksilver and Mystique, but maybe later. So see you guys, and I'm out.